Hey guys. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors, and he's a young guy, incredibly smart, incredibly intuitive, and his name is Ryan Holiday. It's one of my favorite books. It's a nice little easy read. It's called The Obstacle is the Way. And one of the reasons I love this book so much is because there's just so many practical takeaways in it and so many ways to kind of shape these messages, that he sort of shaped from Stoic philosophy, and you can really use them in everyday life, which, I know a lot of people have an allergy to self-help and self-improvement books, but this is a really, really good one, and there's a lot of good, useful tactics in this. One of the key main points, which is written right here, it's in the first chapter as well. So there's a great quote, says, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way," which is kind of a take on the actual name of the book, The Obstacle is the Way. So the reason I wanted to talk about this today, and I definitely check out this book if you're into that sort of thing at all, is most of the time we have perceived obstacles in our way, or perceived challenges in our way, or things that we're scared of doing either in our lives or starting or implementing. And it doesn't have to just be fitness related, it could be anything. It could be something as simple as, like, if you have social anxiety, but you want to meet and network with other people, you kind of have to force yourself to get in uncomfortable situations, and you have to really step outside of your comfort zone. And I think a lot of times, I'm really starting to believe this as I get older, that if anything scares you, or if anything is seemingly scary in the moment and it's preventing you from doing something that you really, really want, like if you're standing on the sidelines because there's something that's going on in your life that's preventing you from really achieving what you're after, or just something that you're pursuing in life, you have to just full force go after it, just at optimal speed, just 100% max effort. You have to just basically race towards it, full steam ahead. That's when it gets really interesting. That's when things really start to take shape, and you're forced to deal with uncomfortable circumstances, but you're forced to grow almost exponentially. And you really discover a lot of things about yourself. You discover what you're capable of, and you discover what you're willing to endure in order to get the things that you want, and you're willing to problem solve, and you're willing to do the hard things because it's worth it in the end. And you're willing to put yourself out there in scary, uncomfortable circumstances in order to transcend and really achieve everything you want out of life. You're not willing to just succumb to the status quo. You're not willing to settle for mediocrity. You're not willing to just deal with the day-to-day circumstances that you've sort of fallen into. You're willing to carve your own path. You're willing to create your own destiny. You're willing to live the life that you want to live. And I think the only way you can do that is if you just jump headfirst into the scariest things and the seemingly hardest things, because that's where it gets interesting, and that's where growth really starts to take place. We shy away from those scary moments, and we shy away from the difficult circumstances in life, and we really have to change our paradigm when it comes to that. We have to change our thought process, and the scary things are the things that we should be doing. If it scares you, then that's probably a pretty good indicator that you need to just do it, and you just need to do it often. And that's when you really turn all of your trials into triumphs. Check out The Obstacle is the Way. It's amazing, and I'll see you next time.